what they can do on special teams, how valuable is what you can do going to be this weekend?
Yeah, well, we talked about it today. I've had this game circled on my calendar. Probably one of the best returners in college football this week. So it's an exciting week for me because I love a good challenge.
How much, and you obviously pay attention to everybody on special teams, but
Yeah.
how closely do you pay attention to, I guess, what everybody has in terms of punt returners?
It's a week by week thing in the Big 12. You're facing, obviously the best athletes in the country in the Big 12, and so it's just a week by week thing. Coaches are always telling me what I have to do to, be able to prevent them from big returns and stuff like that. Obviously we have great coverage too, so that helps out.
Why has this one, I think I know the answer, but why has this game been circled on your calendar?
Like I said, it's probably the best returner in the country. And like I said, I'm a competitive guy. I love a challenge. And so people would want to tell me that I won't be able to punt well this week, or, oh, what are you going to do to prevent a big return? Well, I'm going to work my ass off all week, and we'll see what happens.
What can you do to make sure he doesn't, do what he does?
Well, we've changed up the coverage a little bit this week, and we've changed up a couple, different things in terms of my steps to give us a little extra time downfield. But hang time, distance, it's the same old stuff every week. But just this week, I think, it's going to take a little more effort, a little more precise detail and stuff like that. So
what makes him such a dangerous threat?
it's just speed.
Yep.
That's about it.
You obviously dealt with weather the last time you guys were at home against Kansas. Weather not so good, or at least predicted to not be as good coming this Saturday. How do you prepare for that?
Yeah, well, when I came here to Iowa State, I knew I was going to have to deal with a lot of weather. So that's not something I worry about too often. I try not to worry about it because that'll just screw things up for us. But yeah, hopefully the weather turns out nice. Who knows?
How do you feel your season's gone so far?
Pretty good. It's probably been my best season yet. I feel really comfortable. I have a great long snapper. Yeah, numbers are numbers. Numbers are looking pretty good right now. But the biggest thing is the wins. Obviously, that makes everything a lot easier, a lot more fun. So, but yeah, this has probably been my best season yet.
What numbers do you look at more closely? Is it net or inside 20 or what?
Yeah, I'm looking at the return yards.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a big one for me.
How has your style evolved over the years? I know I've talked to you about this before.
Yeah.
It seems like you're a totally different punter than when you first came here.
Yeah, well, I'm a traditional pocket punter. So you look at a lot of guys in the past, that's kind of my style. But this year we've only pocket punted so far, which is kind of my strength. I think the coaches are starting to realize that. That's a big thing that has helped me this year is our communication with the coaches. They're allowing me to kind of do a lot of things that I like to do and that I'm good at, which has helped me a lot this year. I think that's a big reason why I've been having such a great year. So yeah, they've really been playing to my strengths. I think that's been really big help for me.
What they've been doing more, it sounded like over the last year or so, more the different styles of punch.
Yeah. I'm not too big on those, but they're obviously really good for the coverage teams and the coverage units. But I think the coaches are starting to trust me a little more, hitting the bigger balls that I've hit in the beginning of the season. I think they're starting to trust me a little bit and allow me to do things that I like to do, which has helped me, and I think it's helped our team as well.
What's been the key to your coverages, too? Because, for the most part, like Trevor against Kansas and things like that, how have you guys been able to have so much success in the punt coverage as well?
I think, our coaches are really invested in special teams. I think having great specialists, we have a great specialist unit. All of us are really good. We really work hard. We take pride in what we do. I think that takes a lot off their back and gives them a lot of freedom with working with coverages and stuff. They don't have to worry about us as much. So I think that helps them out. And I think, just these coaches are smart. They know what they're doing. I think that's been a big big thing for this year's turnaround has been guys believing in our coaches, believing in what they say, and obviously it's working out pretty well for us.
Have you guys talked about being ranked in the AP top 25 as a just you guys without coaches there? Have you guys?
Well, obviously it's exciting coming from where I've come from. I think what have I won, like 8 games in my career here, and so winning 5 in one season so far has just been crazy. I don't think we're so much worried about the ranking. I think we're just really having fun. So that's a big difference.
Can you talk about how much that ranking maybe means to your fan base and kind of how the buzz around campus maybe has increased?
I think the crazy thing about our fans is the fans have always been there. That I did not understand why after a 3-win season they keep coming back, but it's just kind of how Iowa State fans are, which is awesome. That's why you come here. That's why you play here. But finally giving something them to actually cheer for has been pretty special. It's a good feeling. It's fun. It makes things fun. It's exciting.
So when you're facing a particularly dangerous return guy, do you focus on tackling more?
Yeah. Well, we always have a couple, 1 or 2 days a week where we're doing something, but I mean, I try, and if the time comes, I'm gonna have to do something, but we'll figure that out when the time comes.
Talked about it every